All right. Come on, people. Because we're going to start talking about this now. Significance. Some of you on my friends page are not religious. You're not even Christian. But you're upset about this fire in Paris. Why? Come on. Offer up an opinion. I mean, Lori Rhino said, I've never been to Paris, but this hurts me. Excuse me, what hurt you? Come on, Lori, what hurt you? See, we're talking about stuff. We're talking about history. We're talking about your legacy. We're talking about what basically gives you meaning and value in the sense that now you're putting on a performance. Because see, you don't get to have your cake and eat it too. You don't get to trash religion as something man-made and a historical fact, and at the same time say you had no hand in it when you know you did. On a soul level, you had a hand in it. You who were so-called spirituals. See, the spiritualist movement is an English one. They like to break away and they always like to colonize some places they ain't got no business going. They like to sit there and say they understand everything. They don't understand anything. They understand how they feel in a moment. But at the same time, they make rash decisions all the time. Brexit. They didn't ask, how's this going to impact me? That's like some democracy shit. Here, they didn't ask, how's this going to impact me to put a fool in office? They just did it. They didn't say, how's this going to impact the people in this country when we enslaved them? They didn't ask that. They just did it. See, mankind has a penchant for always shooting first and asking questions later, and then trying to justify the fact that he shot first and asked the questions later. Now, you want to sit there and tell me that I am stupid. I am a monkey. I am ignoramus. I didn't go to college, or even if I did, well, I was still subpar to get in there. But at the same time, guess who was on my friends list and ain't on it no more? Guess who says that they read things like this? This is a book. See, this is only, like I said, the New Testament and Psalms and Proverbs. Gideons. Who the fuck are the Gideons? And then at the same time, that's one interpretation of a scripture or a cobblestone text that some council that I don't know anything about, but at the same time they felt that they had jurisdiction to basically impart wisdom to a world when they didn't even pen the text. They might have understood portions of it, but they didn't understand the whole of it. Now, y'all are sitting there waiting for somebody to come back and teach you about what? The questions you refuse to ask, much less could answer. I'm looking at you, and I'm seeing all kind of shit. Now, some of you sitting there saying, well, what do we give a fuck about what you see or what you say? Well, first and foremost, why do you read this book? Or any aspect of it? Because you're always trying to see what somebody saw. See, Paris had, not just that cathedral, but they had Nostradamus. He was always peering into the ethers and into the future. And y'all always trying to figure out what of his predictions come to pass. Now, before you get too full of yourself, don't forget Nancy Reagan was always consulting with psychics and astrologers and more. Miss Republican, First Lady, to Mr. Actor in Chief, before you even knew what a Donald Trump was as a celebrity. What do you call him? Apprentice, reality TV star. Y'all see shit. And the thing is, let's face it for what it is. This whole thing that you got going on, this gig you got going, is based upon your sorrow, your pain, your suffering. That's why you listen to these people, because they get you on the hook, giving you some dire doom and gloom shit, until dire and gloom shit becomes the norm, and then you just go like a video game, desensitized to it. Because it don't affect you until it does. Now see, that shit don't affect you. It's historical fact. Just like when they captured those cities, ISIS captured all those, ancient cities and started destroying artifacts. That didn't affect you. I mean, it's your history. But the thing is, your history is like, how did the pyramids get built? What happened to Atlantis? What about this? What about that? See, you trash your history because your history don't mean shit. Because see, you in the here and now, you cut cords to your past. You're not looking to actually preserve anything in terms of prior knowledge. What you're looking to do is build something new because you can. You called yourself erasing your past, rewriting your history. To rewrite your history, first you must get rid of what you sit there and say mattered, and that shit don't matter no more. That includes people in your lives. All these people who are dying, they don't matter. You have to realize that this is what you said, whether you knew you were saying it or not. See, because see, spirit is not stupid. You are. You told my father you didn't want these relationships anymore. You told my father that you want to rewrite a new one. You told my father that you were good people. Yeah, you get to prove it. You told my father you're going to make and improve upon a world that is his. Yeah, you're going to prove it. You don't get to weep over the fact that you're losing a structure. You don't get to weep over the fact that you no longer have these artifacts to go and visit. No, you have to build a new world, like you promised. You have to go out there and show him that he was stupid, that he loves everything that you do. But at the same time, you know you don't. And then you're going to show him how you are a better God than he could ever hope to be, because all you know how to do is criticize and critique. Do you understand me now, people? You didn't raise me from the dead to come back here and give you kumbayas and tell you job well done. No, I came back to tell you, get the fucking work. You don't get to sit there and talk about Easter is all about hanging on the cross and hunting for Easter eggs anymore. You get to tell God now how you going to improve upon a world as you usher in death. And remember, you don't get to use anything that is his, because all his shit is retired. You use your shit. Doreen dubbed you accordingly. You too, Lord Bill Lipton. Earth Angel. Come on. You all say you're some form of God. You commune with the dead. You can commune with the crazies. You decipher common sense out of that shit, and you get to work and you fix it. You fix this fucked up world that you say mankind trash because he made up some religious shit. Just like you made up some shit too. Let's see what your shit can do. Come on. I dare you. And I dare you to come at me and tell me that you now are better than me. I told you I'm going to show you what a true mystic can do. I have already condemned your soul to the hell that you say that it is. You said this planet is hell. It was hell because of you. Not because of anything that it did in and of itself. You came along and started saying, this is what I've learned, and this is what I know, and this is what I'm all about. Blah, 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 blah. And if you see me as always angry, understand something else. That's in Revelations 2. An angry lamb. A sacrificial lamb that had been sacrificed in vain behind your bullshit. So I tell you what, you get to step in now and you improve upon things, and you tell the storms to be if you can. Doreen did that shit. I remember. There was a storm blowing, and she said, we gonna sit there and stand in front of the storm and tell it to turn away. I said, oh really? You gonna stand before God and tell it to turn away? Because see, you light workers and you doing battle with the darkness. Do you know what the darkness is? Do you know where God is? How you gonna tell him to turn away? Unless that's what you want. And then he leaves you to yourself. Some people say ignorance is bliss until you find out to be just that stupid. Means you gotta go along. And then you like a little kid in the mall talking about, I can't find my mama. I can't find my daddy. Oh, but you grown. Drugs and shit. You do realize that you have God invested in everything. Your way of life, your money, your 12-step programs, your salvation, everything. You told him to stand down because you say he's unconditional love, and he said, I ain't unconditional and all this shit. But at the same time, that's what you said. You insulted him. You told him he couldn't tell time. You said, I didn't say that. Oh, but you follow a group of people who say that. Seriously. You don't follow his son. You don't follow me. You follow them. Now, let me explain something to you, and you get it through your thick skull. Neanderthal. I'm not your friend. I have my friends, but you're not it. There are people out there who ain't never once been on Facebook, much less anywhere else, talking the shit that you talk. They ain't sitting there lamenting over the fact that this cathedral burnt down because they too busy taking care of business because other people out there are in need, and that's what they're attending to. They ain't tweeting about that shit. They ain't Facebooking about that shit. They ain't sitting there putting little cheerful emojis about that shit because that's all it is. It's shit. Some shit man-made. That's man-made shit. See, the teachings of Christ have nothing to do with a structure. It has to do with an action. It has to do with a way of being. It has to do with a way of life. You know, when you see a brother on the street, you give him a hand up. If you see him hungry, you make sure he's fed. If you see him needing a place to live, a place to stay, you make sure he has it. And you don't sit there and talk about your tax dollars have been overtaxed as you sitting there trying to build bombs and nuclear weapons because you are preparing for Armageddon, because you want to take part in that, because that's what you've been preparing for. You ain't been preparing for everlasting life. You've been preparing for your own soul's damnation. And don't act like I don't know what you've been doing, because I can see it. I can see it on you. I can smell it on you. Yeah. And then you got your police force out there trying to, foster goodwill in the community. Well, why would you have to do that? That should have already been established, don't you think? Kill enough people, and then you're trying to rebuild a reputation. Especially when you call yourself trying to, recruit from that community. Oh, we know what you're doing. It's too little, too late. This shit is underway. Do you know how long the devil's supposed to be caged? The beast. You. Bible says like 1,000 years. That's enough time for you to like basically lose a couple of generations, don't you think? Now, you're going to count those who actually checked out early, not by their own hand, but because God called them home, by whatever means was necessary, as blessed. And you, not so much. Because many of you will be back, but like I told you, you'll come back in the waves at which we have already explained to you. Because see, the gift of prophecy is not for sale. It is basically just how you're going to live out the rest of your existence. Because see, revelations must be completed. And then we can move on to another tale as he pins it. But the thing is, see, that doesn't mean that the rest of you get to participate in that because you're part of this tale, this telling. Christ, all he did was tell your story, where you were at, and what did you need to let go of in order to move forward and continue on. And you don't believe in that shit anymore. No, you believe in the dead, those who are damned and condemned anyway. Because what? They told you some shit? That they were going to meet with you at Disneyland or be at your wedding? You know what wedding means in spirit speak? You cross over into the dead. That's what it means. They speak a different language. Because for them, it's a different reality. It's a different way of being, existing. And many of you are already of the mindset that that is really what it is. The afterlife. That's what you're subscribing to. See, there are many religions out there that teach that same shit. You don't learn anything in the afterlife. It's about to be who you are. Stupid. And in life, you get to enjoy the richness of it. But see, if you're enjoying it now, and this is not the end. And no, this is not going to continue on. This shit is over with. I told you. I broke the seal to the church. There's no reason why that church shouldn't be going up in flames. Or the black churches should be burning. Or, these mosques and monasteries and all that kind of shit, even though I'm not Muslim. And I'm not Jewish. But the thing is, the synagogues and stuff, it don't matter. The whole reason why they're going up is because there is no soul contract in place for you to be trying to work on, brotherly and sisterly love. Because the thing is, you don't have that. If it's not in your heart, you wouldn't do the shit. I mean, I should say, if it's in your heart, you wouldn't do the shit, but you don't have that shit in your heart, so therefore you're just going to revert to type. You're just going to do what the fuck you're doing, just like you're doing now. Talking to ghosts and spirits and shit. Y'all did that shit thousands of years ago. They did that shit forever. Y'all always looking for something. That's why you had all those many gods. That's why you out there resurrecting those many gods. Y'all went back into the archives and pulled out some bullshit. It didn't work then, and it still ain't gonna work. Thinking that that is the true power. Okay, let's see. Let me see you put it to work. Let me see you with all your many gods and your pharaoh. Let me see you do battle with the one true God there is. He had no problem besting you before. In fact, taking you through all kind of manner of torment, you and your people. The thing is, see, you're just not relegated to Egypt now. You're relegated to a blue ball that floats in space. His space. His mind, his consciousness. What he created in and of himself. And at the same time, he knows who you are, so he can always best you before you can even formulate a plan. So do you really want to play this game? Oh, it's too late now, because it's already online. Player one here, with my father. What you want? I'm not playing with you people. I told you, see, they already told me. Because I was like, I was sitting there saying, I said, y'all changed me. I'm not the same person. No, you ain't the same person. And I said, I was having a problem because I was like, no, I know you said this is coming, but like, yeah, it's coming. Here's your money. You have to pay your rent. And the rest of the money's coming. Don't worry about it. Because, you're supposed to be bought out too. Because not everybody gets to live their best life. But see, it's not about money. It never was about money. Did you ever wonder why it was about money? Why did Judas Iscariot betray his teacher, his Savior, after he learned all his secrets for 30 pieces of silver? Why did he set in motion something for 30 pieces of silver? As he penned a new world movement against an old world movement, which was already trading silver. Did you ever wonder that? Why did you ask that question? It's too easy to answer, don't you think? And why do you think the Romans didn't give a fuck about what the Jews were doing as long as they were paying their taxes? They'd already adopted a monetary system that had Caesar's name, our face, on the coin. You say, just pay your fair share of taxes. We don't give a fuck what you do. Practice your religion however you want. We don't give a fuck what you do. Pay your fair share of taxes. See, the investment in anything that you call a value is always your own. Until it blows up in your face. And then you sit there and say, well, we got to find another way to evaluate some shit. Why? God only has one value. And that comes down to who you're supposed to be. And when you decide that you don't want to be that which is fitting to him, well then, whose problem is that? It's not his. He gives you what you want because you have free will. He ain't gonna beg you to come back to him, and he's not gonna see any value in you when you realize that you just done pissed him off to that point. Because the first thing is, now you see what an angry God is like, and then you want to sit there and say, well, I'll behave better. No, you should have knew better. If my love was not sufficient, and my anger now that you produced it to know what it is all of a sudden supposed to make it all okay. No. No. You never want to piss somebody off just to see if you can make them feel better or get better and then forgive you, especially when it comes down to God. See, that's child's play. That's you thinking that you can twist a parent around your finger, which many kids do. I'm sorry. And then you give them another chance, and what do? They fuck up. See, God is not stupid. You are. Because you'll fuck up again. You've already established that. That's your go-to move. Fuck up, ask for forgiveness. Fuck up, ask for forgiveness. Fuck up, ask for forgiveness. Fuck up, ask for forgiveness again. I ain't my father's son, and I'm not in a forgiving mood either. There's very few people out there who really never pissed me off to the point where I would look at them and sit there and say, screw you. There's people out there, I was in the store this morning. They've been doing them to checking me out. I mean, not checking me out. I mean, she was ringing up my groceries. I'm talking to this other girl. I stopped. Yeah, I knew what she was doing. She working. First day of the morning. And then finally she turned her attention to me. And I said, don't forget my bag points. Oh, I forgot your bag. Yes, she had. She had forgotten. So she's trying to play it off and stuff. So I said, oh, girl, I know what you was doing. You just asking this girl about where so-and-so was going and was Rico going to be there and what they doing over there and they over there working and stuff. Because I know Trabal means work and all that kind of shit. It was like... And she started laughing. She's like, and the other girl was laughing too because she was like, yeah, we sitting there talking about personal shit. And we supposed to be waiting on the customer. This is okay. Girl, I don't have a problem with that. I like that woman. She's a manager. She's cool. and stuff. And I said, this man, he waiting for, I'm taking, She said, yeah, now he was it the way I rolled my eyes? I said, no. I just know. I can feel him. He like, can y'all hurry up? And then I'm scared. I still got to complete my transaction because I have food stamps, and then I also have to use my ATM card because I have to get the rest of the rent. Yeah, the rent you didn't help me with. So don't worry about that. See, you couldn't pay my rent. So, what makes you think I'm gonna help you pay yours to get into that promised kingdom? How much do you think I prayed, people? How many storms have come? And we ain't done yet. I told you. Bullshit is coming. And I'm still getting a real close sense of that earthquake in Northern California. Ooh, I can feel it. I keep telling my father, I said, that cannot be right. Boy, he said, if you see it and if you feel it, you know what's coming. I woke up the other night saying, there's an earthquake. And then I went online and stuff, but there was no earthquake. They ain't said nothing about no earthquake. I went to my little shake thing that they got there. They're going to set up this little app to work in LA to report earthquakes and stuff. There wasn't no earthquake. There wasn't no reporting about an earthquake. So why was I feeling that? It was major. This woke me up. Wasn't the one in Hawaii. No, this is Northern California. I'm my family. I know it. I can feel it. Because they love me. They love me some me. Oh, it ain't going to happen now, because right now we're getting ready to give Mother Costin a proper homegoing. And I did tell little sis, Lisa Nunley, that I would be holding her and the family up in prayer during that time. Because Mother Costin deserves that. Because Mother Costin, she's one of us. We don't play games with one of us. We don't do shit around one of us. No. We make sure they have the proper send-off. She's already been received into heaven. That's not the problem. Yeah, she's just checking y'all out to see what y'all doing. Yeah. 3 months before she goes over and just kicks it with everybody like she's supposed to. Told you. She told me. She said, boy, it's okay that you shed tears, but you know what I'm doing. You take care of your business. Oh, when the saints come marching in. Oh, when the saints come marching in. You know that song, don't you? If not, maybe you might want to Google it. Yeah, what does Stacey Barber say? She told Eileen Ege, I think it's something personal. And then she said, you threatened my daughter, or my grandbaby. You threatened your grandbaby. You ever just know what I saw? Grandmama. See, my brother had a problem with me because he asked me about his granddaughter. And I said, no, she's not going to succumb to that disease, and she didn't. But she was taken from him. And he was mad at me. But it wasn't the disease that he asked me about that took her. And the thing is, see, she was there in that family to bring in, another level of understanding and education. And I saw a total lifeline on her that had to be erased. Why? Because where we at now? That shit's over with. We ain't even going down that pathway anymore because, see, y'all decided that you wanted to rewrite some shit. So that's why the little girl went home. Because she had no reason to stick around with that family. They weren't going to learn anything from her. They were too busy being about themselves. So, don't ask me what I know. you work in the entertainment industry. Are you entertained? Is this what your life is supposed to be about? You tell me. Because the thing is, you, along with, I don't know, how many billions of people on this planet, have made conscious choices to contribute to a new reality. And don't forget, you and Miss Tanya made sure that I wouldn't got my psychic reading. You went down your psychic pathway. Isn't that what you did? Do I kind of look like the Joker or the Grinch? You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. And see, unlike him, see, my heart is not going to grow 3 sizes overnight to once again give you another chance. No, I'm going to give you the opportunity to be the straight up non-friend that you are and find out what it is with all these good souls around you that you bitch about all the time, to know what that's like. Oh, but you already know what that's like, don't you? But maybe you need to revisit it and live with it for a while in the trenches. Uh-huh. See, I told you. My father pinned a new tail. And we're going to put it on the donkey. Isn't that like the democratic ass democracy? The ones who are always talking about that they're looking out for somebody, but at the same time they really don't. In fact, they just as stubborn as a fucking elephant that never forgets that you say you can't move, which is supposed to be the Republican Party. Hee-haw, hee-haw. I can't wait to see how you guys respond to what's coming down the pipeline next. Given that you rewrote some shit. With the help of your guides and angels. I'm going to put myself in a box. And I'm going to imagine I'm going to write letters to God. And then he's going to read them. And then he's going to say, fuck you. That's what he's going to say. You put him to work. Yeah, you got to pay. There's a price for putting him to work. And you got to go through the shit first. And then your kids next. Seriously. So, hope you like people drink and drive and run into buildings and strip off their clothes and stab people, and then the police shoot them, or that the police grab the wrong gun and you end up locked up, and they, instead of tasing you, they shoot you, and it doesn't matter that you're a person who is not of color but a white man. He's like, no, Lord, I don't want to die. My kids. You should have thought about that before they arrested your ass, cracker. Oh, did I say that? Come on now. You shouldn't take offense at that word. We ain't supposed to take offense at you calling us nigger. Or spick. Come on. They're all words, right? They don't really have any meaning. Because, you have to do an investigation to understand somebody's intentions. When their intentions are made clear. When they open their mouth and tell you exactly how they feel about you, don't you think? I told you, you ain't gonna like this. Do we need to give them another Bible verse right now, Father? No, he said, let you just do with that. Think about it, people. Shit's jumping off now.